Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I'm Sarah. This is No BS Beauty. I've got Ike here with me again. He's taught me how to do my entire skincare and makeup routine from the bathroom. Because he lays right in front of the sink and it's like, I'm not going to mess with him. I'm just going to let him be there. You know what I mean? So he lays there and I go wash my face, brush my teeth in the sink. So anyway, okay, so I apologize. I missed a day or two there. I did a laser treatment, and I'm going to talk about that. So, so I'm not wearing any makeup or anything. So, Friday, I saw a new lady who was specializing in some different lasers and treatments for skincare for melasma. So, I went there and was talking about what options I have. So, there is some skin brightening cream that they can make. I've tried some of those. BBL treatment, Moxi treatment, VI peel. And then there's a melasma peel. And so out of those, I've done a few little peels here and there. And I've tried lots of different brightening things like that. So I was interested in the technology part of it. So I chose to do a BBL and Moxi laser. I did face, neck, and chest area. So I did both of those Friday. So there's two different treatments that they use. Oh, thank you. Okay, I just got a special memo. I'll talk about 1 second. Okay, so really quick, sign for my newsletter. Like, subscribe to the video. And if you like my terrible thumbnails, let me know.
Make a face.
Shot Pikachu face. Okay, back to the video. Okay, I'm terrible at promoting myself. So I did two lasers, Moxi and BBL. Actually, BBL isn't so much of a laser. So BBL is actually intense pulse light treatment, and it uses different wavelengths of light. So it's not really per se a laser. It's more of a technology, and it targets pigmentation, redness, and vascular lesions by using light energy to heat and destroy unwanted pigmentation. Actually, one thing I interestingly learned from this gal about melasma is sometimes treatments and things that really heat up the area can sometimes cause melasma or make it worse. So when I was really chubby and overweight, I was always hot, and I'd be outside and I'd be hot. So I wonder if that had something to do with it. A lot of it can be hormonal and things like that. But anyway, so just an interesting little fact. So broadband light treatment, best for treating sun damage, redness, rosacea, age spots, freckles, and broken capillaries. And certain pigmentations, typically fair to medium skin tones. So it's an interesting treatment. I had it done at another gal probably 2 years ago. And my sister-in-law went through this Moxi and BBL, and she said the BBL for her hurt way more than the Moxi did, but my experience was the exact opposite. For me, the BBL was a breeze. I was going on and on. I don't remember what I was talking about, probably shopping or something, but so no issues with that at all. They do numb your face ahead of time. Typically, I think that's more for the Moxi and the BBL, but anyway, so the Moxi laser is a laser, non-ablative fractional laser. So it's a little bit different than other lasers. There's a lot of different ones out there. Photona, then there's CO2 lasers, things like that. So it's a different type of laser in a specific wavelength that creates microinjuries into the skin to stimulate collagen production and help with skin cell turnover, which is how we get the some of the hyperpigmentation comes to the surface, and it helps it kind of almost like, I guess, exfoliate in a way. So it's great for sun damage, fine lines, uneven skin tone, texture improvement. And some people are using it, I guess if you have a lot of money, some people use it as a prejuvenation. So before they get old, they start doing this stuff. So so I wasn't really born into that. So I can't really talk much about having a lot of money to spend to not age. Anyway, I'm spending enough money from my aging to begin with. So anyway, so different things, the Moxi laser. And so Friday I had it done, and I will say it hurt. And you know what? This is my own fault. I'm on a medicine that I've been on for probably 25 years to prevent migraines. I take it every night and it helps, but it does make me sensitive to the sun, which I tend to forget, but it makes sense because like the 2 times I went to Puerto Rico with a friend, my feet were both burnt on day 1 despite using sunscreen, things like that. This medication makes me very photosensitive. So it was my own fault. I didn't even think about it. I didn't mention it to the lady. It was my own, I guess, arrogance, thinking that I knew what they needed to know. I'm sure they asked what medicines I'm on and things like that. So, but it does make me photosensitive. So the BBL was just fine, but the Moxi, for some reason, it was painful. I was tearing up the whole time. And different people have different, pain tolerances. I'd say I have a pretty high pain tolerance. Just did a root canal the same day as my laser. So fun day. Moxi, BBL, and a root canal all at once. How great. What a great day. So the interesting thing with Moxi is I love how they say this. Fast and easy. Low to no downtime. It's an over lunch procedure. I hate when companies do that stuff. You don't want to go back to work after that. I mean, for the first 2 hours, so they gave me a little bottle of this, little mini size bottle to last me, they gave me a little package of things. And I finished it within probably half an hour on my car ride home. So I stopped at Walgreens and bought more. So it's not really a lunchtime. Well, I guess if you have a very, 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 very high pain tolerance and you've done it before, then maybe consider it. But I just don't think most people want to feel like going back to work afterwards. So after you do it, there's slowly your skin it brings the damage to the surface. They're called MENS, micro, and something dead, basically dead skin cells. And my skin feels like sandpaper. So it feels okay, but the first 2 to 3 hours after the laser, it burnt. I was spraying this on basically continually until I got to the endodontist for my root canal. So it was a really, really wonderful day. But I guess if you're going to be in pain, you might as well get it all done at once. I don't know. So I get to go back to the endodontist again on Thursday. So anyway, so far so good. I would say my skin doesn't feel itchy or anything. I will say. So they do, I think, 3 passes on my face. I was able to do both the BBL and 3 Moxi passes on my face. But on my neck and chest area, I could only do 1 of the Moxi passes on here. It just got too sensitive, which, but so far so good. The healing thing is just fine. They gave me some products to use, just gentle cleansers, gentle moisturizers, all of this stuff. And obviously, I kind of... threw in some of my own stuff after that. After the first couple days, I started adding this in and some plated skincare. I'll talk more about that in a video because I've got some new goodies that came out. But otherwise, so far so good. It just feels like sandpaper. My sister-in-law sent me some pictures and she looked a lot more red and more sunburnt. I just feel more sandpapery. I don't feel red or anything. It's just sandpapery. So far, so good. I'll keep you posted. Obviously, I didn't make a video yesterday because I looked in the mirror and was like, man, I just look like a mess. I don't feel the best from my tooth. I could not have been feeling great, so I kind of put it off for today. So any questions you guys have, I'm very curious. I think the total for the face, neck, and chest for the BBL and the Moxi at this place was 11. Let me see. They wrote it down. I think it was 1180. 1145.25 to be exact, and that was with tax and everything. So I mean, it's expensive, but it was nice to do the whole area. Next time I'd probably just do the face, especially knowing I'm a baby. And I think if I stopped taking this medicine like a few days before, I don't think I'd be as photosensitive and I'd be much more likely to do it again. They did numb me up and all of that. So overall, it was a really nice experience. The gal that did it definitely knows what she's doing. I mean, she does it all day long. And this is kind of what it looks like. I mean, it's kind of red and flaky, but not terrible. I do wear a hat and sunscreen. If you're going to do this, you're going to want to wear sunscreen. If you can do it in the winter, it's better. I've got really lucky because it's been overcast now for the last 3 days. So I'm layering up my sunscreen, putting my hat on, sunglasses. I look like I'm going to rob a bank. And there's really no sun, so it's kind of perfect versus if you did it like in the summer or somewhere hot where it's always sunny, then you really have to protect your skin because skin's very sensitive. And if you spend all that money, you don't want to wreck it all within the first few days or at all. So there we go. Anyway, leave a comment, questions, whatever your thoughts are. I'm very curious to hear from you if some of you have tried it or not. But so far, so good. We'll see. This is the one biggest spot I have here. I don't know. There must have been a really a lot of people end up looking, they're the gal that numbed me up had just had it done like a week before, and she looked a lot darker, a lot more pigmentation was coming up. But for me, I really only noticed it mostly in my forehead and here. So, yeah. Okay, anyway, thanks so much. I'll see you guys more tomorrow. Bye, guys.